So from one person caught in a recording to another person caught on a recording. Yes, we talked about the Campbell Soup guy, but now Democrat congressional candidate Aftyn Behn says she doesn't hate Nashville, the city she represents, after audio footage was released of her saying she hates Nashville. I told you your politicians don't like you. What did I say to you? What did I say to you before? Your politicians don't like you. All right? If you get behind closed doors, you'll actually hear what they really think about you. See, now, when you vote for Evil Kit, hey, you're getting Evil Kit, but it's just in the name. Trains will run on time. The Epstein files will be released. Roads will be paved, but it's Evil Kit. Like, he wants to rule the planet. You're going to get that evil speech. But besides all that, it's just a name. But let's talk about this congressional candidate, because apparently she made an oopsie. And a big one, too. A big one. A huge one. So gigantic that you won't believe it for days. And that right there is a smile of, you people caught me.
Representative, in 2020, you made some tweets that have since been deleted that were very critical of police. You said in those since deleted tweets that the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department should be dissolved. Another cheered on a teachers union saying that defund the police should be a requirement for schools reopening. And another saying good morning, especially to the 54% of Americans that believe burning down a police station is justified. 2020 was obviously a very fraught year. Do you still stand?
It was a crazy. See, here's the thing. I knew 2020 was going to be a weird year for many reasons. But man, seeing the fallout and aftermath of everyone now backpedaling and trying to clean up after themselves is quite hilarious.
By those comments. And if not, is there anything you want to clarify?
I'm not going to engage in cable news talking points, but what I will say is that our communities need solutions. We need local people deciding, solving local problems with local solutions. And that's not the overreach of a federal government or state government.
She's giving a word salad. That's not an answer. Here, listen again. The question.
For schools reopening. And another saying good morning, especially to the 54% of Americans that believe burning down a police station is justified. 2020 was obviously a very fraught year. Do you still stand by those comments? And if not, is there anything you want to clarify?
I'm not going to engage in cable news talking points, but what I will say is that, our communities need solutions. We need local people deciding, solving local problems with local solutions. And that's not the overreach of a federal government or state government of which we are dealing with in Nashville and our cities across the state of Tennessee.
So you don't want to clarify whether you still believe that?
She didn't answer the question. She did not answer the question. Answer the question.
That the police should be defunded.
Once again, I don't remember these tweets, but what I'm saying is that
I'm not asking you if you remember. What is your position today? How's that on this issue?
I mean, once again, I'm here to talk about my race, which is in literally 9 days.
She can't answer the question, but here, hang on. This is pure gold. Okay? Because she released a vote for Congress for her campaign ad responding to this. I do not hate Nashville, LOL. Here's how to lose an election in just like 7 seconds.
State Representative Aftyn Behn here, the Democratic nominee for the 7th Congressional Special Election in Tennessee. For those of you just joining in, I often record segments in my Jeep Wrangler called Wranglin' Time. Yes, there is a theme song, and no, I will not be singing it today. But yes, I will bring it back because I know a lot of you miss it, and you've said I sing well. So I look a little rough.
Okay, you're not convincing me.
I have bags under my eyes, because the Republican eye of Sauron has finally shifted towards moi. And I'm sure you've seen the commercials. I'm sure you've seen the onslaught of ads. And then today...
Which, by the way, hold on. So right here. I need to clip this.
So...
Say again.
So I look a little rough. I have bags under my eyes because the Republican eye of Sauron has finally shifted towards moi. And I'm sure you've seen the commercials. I'm sure you've seen the onslaught of ads. And then today, the Republicans decided that they're going to start this narrative that me, the state representative who represents downtown Nashville, doesn't like the city. I've been heavily involved with the Nashville mayoral race because I hate the city, I hate the bachelorettes, I hate the pedal taverns, I hate country music, I hate all of the things that make Nashville apparently an it city to the rest of the country, but I hate it.
Say it ain't so. How do you not remember your own tweets? Like, look, I mean, I know people do forget things here and there, but if you're gonna be making some pretty bold tweets, you gotta remember the internet's gonna remember it. Just because you delete it, don't mean it's gone. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I always want Nashville to be better, right? I want Nashville to be a place where working people can thrive, right? But sure, I get mad at the Bachelorette sometimes. I get mad at the pedal taverns, right? And you're talking to someone who has cried no less than 10 times in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Bull. I call bull on this one. You cried 10 times. Sounds like a politician. Just like when you know her, you love her. Kamala Harris said she would smoke that emerald green and listen to Tupac and then tell Joe Biden that she was that little girl on that bus. I press X to doubt. I press X to doubt that you cried to country music. I press X to doubt. How could you hate the Bachelorettes? How could you? And the pedal taverns. What do they do to you?
I always want Nashville to be better, right? I want Nashville to be a place where working people can thrive, right? But sure, I get mad at the Bachelorette sometimes. I get mad at the pedal taverns, right? And you're talking to someone who has cried no less than 10 times in the Country Music Hall of Fame. The girl that just goes to the Ryman to hang out. No, we're not even going to go there. We are so close to winning this race, which is why these rumors are getting more wild. So I can't wait to see what they come up with next. But y'all, please keep doing the work. We had a huge group show up today to canvass in the middle of the afternoon. It was raining, it was wet, and this girl came up to me. She said, your campaign is inspiring so many of us across the state and across the country. Keep it up. And so you know what? I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, which is fighting to make healthcare and life more affordable for Tennesseans. And so I'm not going to take the bait. So let's go.
And that's when she lost her run for Congress. How is it that you are a congressional candidate? And not to mention, you're going to be on podcasts. Everything you say is going to be recorded. When you post on social media, everything's going to be saved. There's a whole archive of everything that everyone has done. You won't be able to Thanos it out of existence. It's gone by. It's not going to go bye. It's going to remain. And she didn't even answer the question, even with a softball. And that was such a slow, I'm signaling, I'm throwing that ball, and boom. It doesn't even connect. She doesn't even hit. She's like, oh, yeah, let me go ahead and give you a word salad about how we're running. Now, I get it. I see some people in the chat. Well, I'm not a fan of country music. I get it. But see, she represents that area. And the realm of politics, yeah, I mean, come on. It's like in Chicago. If some dumb Chicago politician were to blurt out, I hate Chicago-style hot dogs and Chicago-style pizza. Oh, that's a kiss of death. You start saying that you hate Chicago sports teams. Oh, that's a kiss of death. You start saying you hate Chicago landmarks or certain Chicago communities. Oh, that's a kiss of death. That's bye. You're in Nashville. And I better believe that since country music is number one in that territory, and it is, everybody better be raising an eyebrow. What, you hate the country music? You hate Nashville? I mean, if I was her opponent right now, my opponent hates Nashville, and she said it. She believes it. And she posted it publicly on a podcast. I hate Nashville. I mean, the commercial attack ads write themselves, be it on the radio, listening to old-timey style, on television, on the internet, in the newspapers, on text, on social media. You hate Nashville and you got caught. And then you go ahead and do a response to it. It's the longest, no. whoever your campaign advisor is, they're probably hitting their head against a brick wall. And in 9 days, we'll find out if she gets reelected or not.